जब छोटी सी थी तब लगता था सरहद के उस पार एक दूसरी दुनिया बसती है। जब छोटी सी थी तब लगता था सरहद के उस पार एक दूसरी दुनिया बसती है, पर जब बड़ी हुई तब जाना सरहद के उस पार एक हमारी ही जैसी अपनी सी छोटी सी गांव सस्ती है। Yes, this is written by me guys. Pranam and welcome to Signature Dishes. When we hear Abida Parveen or Rahat Fateh Ali Khan Sahab, if we notice the nationality, when we talk about Suraiya Rahman's world famous Katha stitch or pick a Himu book written by Humayun Ahmed, if we notice the nationality, of course not. As I believe every boundary melts and merges when it comes about culture and cuisine. Chittagong or formerly Chattogram is a famous port city of Bangladesh. Mainly beef kalabhuna and mejbari mangsho are two of its prominent iconic signature dishes. Today I am sharing my recipe of mutton bhuna step by step. Do not skip this video as every moment is important, and if you like, please consider to subscribe and leave a comment. So without any delay, let's get into the video. At first, start to cut the onions in two even parts. One is roughly chopped and the rest is in fine French cut juliennes for beresta. Now add 250 ml of mustard oil into a pan, and when it becomes hot, add the finely chopped onions to make beresta. Then add half teaspoon of salt. For every perfect measurement, please check the description box below. Try to hear the sound of the perfect crunchy beresta. I specifically love this kind of beresta, which is more perfect for this kind of bhuna mutton. Take 1 kg of with-bone mutton, cut into cube pieces but not too small in size. Then marinate it with 2 tablespoons of black pepper powder, 1 tablespoon of both cumin and coriander powder, 3 tablespoons of oil in which we fry the beresta in prior. Then polish each one properly and rest the mutton for half an hour into the marinade. Now I am sharing some interesting facts about kalabhuna. Why it is called kalabhuna? The actual name suggests its texture and cooking style. It should be black or dark and cooked by roasting everything. But the authentication is to sublime when the spices, the masalas are roasted, toasted or sauteed rather than the meat. Second is authentic kalabhuna can be served after 3 to 4 days of cooking without refrigerating if the temperature is below 30 degrees centigrade. The third one is more important, that water is definitely and completely banned in this recipe. Coming to the fourth one, excessive use of spices or oil can give a raw bitter taste and the dish may be not charming as it should be. The last but not the least one, the low flame cooking technique can give the right moisture. Using of high flame to a small quantity meat can make it dry and rough. In the meantime, fry the rest of onions. I take 50 grams of ginger and 50 grams of garlic. Now make a smooth paste of the fried onions, garlics, chopped ginger and green chilies all together. Next, pour the rest of oil in which we fried the onions before into a pan. Add 2 bay leaves into the hot oil. Then saute the onion, garlic, ginger paste for 10 minutes. After that, add the marinated muttons. When everything is mixed properly, cover it with a lid. I take a small pan against the quantity of mutton so that the heat can be preserved and we can finish more easily. I love to call it small pan heat technique where the heat is bound to store and cooking is comparatively faster than the much needed time. It's already past 15 minutes of covering. Open the lid, check it with a spatula and then again cover it. Keep always over a low flame until the end. Start with the whole spices. We need a special spice mix powder for our bhuna. I am taking 5 to 6 green cardamoms, 2 teaspoon cumin seeds, 2 teaspoon fennel seeds, 2 teaspoon of wild celery seeds, 1 teaspoon of kebab chini or tailed peppercorn, 1 teaspoon of cloves, 2 black cardamoms, 3 to 4 sticks of cinnamon and 2 star anise one by one. Now place a dry frying pan over medium heat. Put the whole spices. Use a spatula to stir them until they pop up and release a strong aroma. In kala bhuna, this is the major thing, the bhuna of the masalas. Then cool it down and grind to a perfect lump-free powdery thickness. Add the masala powder into the mutton along with the rest of the green chilies and then again cover it after mixing everything properly. I am taking 60 ml of yogurt and whipping it until it forms a creamy texture. Then again uncover the meat. Now check the meat with a fork. It should be 80 to 85% cooked before adding the yogurt. If yes, then add the dahi along with salt and mix again. After 10 minutes of stirring, cover it again, but this time switch off the flame and wait for minimum 1 hour. Though this method is only for small portion of meat, but if you making it more in a quantity, you have to carry on over a low flame until the mutton is completely cooked. After 1 hour, again check the mutton. If it is tender and soft, transfer it to a big pan. Now start over a high flame. Add 1 tablespoon of sugar to moderate everything along with the beresta. At last, add 1 more tablespoon of black pepper powder. check if it is dried up quietly and the oil is coming apart from the meat, switch off the flame. The last process is also a part of kala bhuna. Now here is another important fact about kala bhuna. Kala bhuna tastes better after 3 to 5 hours of cooking, when the mutton absorbs all the essence of the spices. You also can check a drastic change in color. It's start to look more dark in shades. So if you want to serve it at dinner, make it at early morning of that day, or at lunch, then obviously make it at previous night in prior. But don't put it at fridge, else the temperature is above 40 degrees centigrade.